What is going on here? What's going on here? There we go. Weird. Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. For some reason, I'm having issues getting my camera all situated today. Making sure my phone is charging because I've made that mistake several times where I'm at 2%. And one of those times, I forgot to, it died on me. I can get my charger to work. You ever noticed that with Samsung? It's like as they get older, for some reason, the plug-in chargers don't want to work. But anyway, today I can get my phone to charge, then we'll get started. Come on. Technology. It gets so weird lately. Well, we're just going to go with it. So, today, doing my live videos early because I went to bed at 7 p.m. last night. I was so tired, I just fell asleep. Just bam, out. So I went to bed at 7 p.m. before the sun even went away, which is so strange. But then I got up at like 2:20 in the morning, 2:22 exactly, actually, really weird. And I was ready to go. So I just been doing my meditations and my breathing and got myself a cup of coffee going. And, cheers to that. Good morning. But today, we are going to be making a custom chain link necklace. And the chain link necklace is going with this pendant that I had started. Created this beautiful one, made a video on it already. Got the custom chain link that we're going to be going with this. I don't want it too powerful because of its gentle, soft energies with the green aventurine and the peach pearl. So we're going to be adding more peach pearl. I'm thinking probably 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3 peach pearls. And they'll be paired with rainbow moonstone, which is like my favorite in the terms of metaphysics because it reminds me of unicorn energy. So we're going to be using rainbow moonstone with the peach pearls because the luster and glint and then the pearlescence. And then we're going to be pairing green aventurine. Again, green aventurine, peach pearl. And we're going to pair the green aventurine with Malaysian jade, which is essentially milky quartz. But being jade, structure, its geology is slightly different, but it is essentially the color of it. It's like milky quartz. So we're going with Malaysian jade, green aventurine, rainbow moonstone, and peach pearls. Yep. So we're gonna get started, and I make all this from scratch. So I went through my scrap bin to pull out any small clippings, and looks like I have one big enough to make one link. So I go through my scraps with those, and then we're going to be cutting from my bulk. So as you're doing the chain linking, um, I just kind of work with about 12 to 14 inches at a time. And just going to snip off a piece to work with. And I like to straighten my wires out so I can get my beads on. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. I've got this. So, I'm going to do my best to make sure I stay on camera. But we're going to go and take the smallest loop that I have here. And just kind of fold it over. Roll it. So I make that a little eyelet. Like so. Okay. Then I grab. I like my curved ones because it allows me to bite in there. As you can see, it allows me to bite in there, hold it nice and taut, and then I can fold my wires around like so. Oh, hey, Carrie. Good morning. This one is actually your necklace that I am chain linking. Decided to do it live. It's so funny because I went to bed at like 7 p.m. That's the earliest I've ever gone to bed. I was just crashed. All that sun drained me, or recharged me, or healed me, or something. Just left me exhausted. But been up really early today, and so now I am creating. So I'm gonna do my best to keep my hands in the camera because a lot of times when I'm working with these little ends, I gotta make sure. Yeah, you're right, Carrie. I gotta finish reading what you said. All of them. I did go to bed at your hour. That's crazy. So it aligns perfectly today. The divine connection. So what came to me, Carrie, is the rainbow moonstone. And rainbow moonstone, in the metaphysical sense, reminds me of like unicorn energy. Now, my only dilemma is that sometimes these beads got drilled too small. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to link these in here. Because plan B will be just using the peach pearls with the Malaysian jade. Yeah. Well, that's a real doozy. These ones that I got. Yeah, some of these bead makers don't drill them all the way through. And this one is such a fragile one. There we go. So there's one. So I have to kind of sift through there. The peach pearl. Like so. Yeah. So metaphysically, this one's got a very happy and jolly type of energy, but very transformative. So as you can see here, if I can get it to flash on you, you'll see the blue sheen that comes out right there. So if you look into the unicorn and the symbology of what the unicorn represents, that's essentially what the rainbow moonstone is and how it vibrates. Okay, so there's your one bead link. So there's your peach pearl with rainbow moonstone on that one. And these are going to come right off the bail. Alrighty. So now we are going to curl that in like so. Okay. As you can see. And then I take this. And then we just rotate it around a few times until it's tight. Tight like a tiger. And we scoop in and snip that part off. Straighten my eyelet. And we cinch this down. Like so. And there's your one bead link. Very first one. So Carrie, you came in at just the right time for your necklace to see the very first one go together. So you can put me on in the background because we'll be here an hour or two while I'm crafting this. But I'm going to do my best to keep my hands on camera so you can see. And we're just going to crank all these out just really quick. And just hopefully I have enough rainbow moonstones to do the pattern that came to me while I was sleeping. Okay. So I got that. Grand Rising. Every time you say that, it just like resonates totally differently than good day. Because I say good day instead of good morning, because morning has a connotation of mourning, like it's depressing, sad, miserable. So it's like I try not to say good morning. I try to say good day, to bid them a good day. Energetically, our words are spells. So we need to choose our words, the way that we want to see our world. In my words, I want to see a good world, so I say good day. The Grand Rising, man, that makes it seem like it's sacred that you wake up. Sacred. Gotta find these moonstones. Sassy and snarky, not Mother Energy. Stole it from Richard. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, sassy and snarky. Yeah, so I was going to use black spinel for you because it kept coming to me. Once I lined them up and started my pendulum reading to confirm, it said black spinel was not a good combo for this. So I said, okay, we'll get rid of the black ones. But you're going to get a blend of all of it with these colors. So you have your Malaysian jade, green aventurine, rainbow moonstone, and peach pearl. Gotta find the ones that are drilled properly. There's one. There's another. Okay, so we might be able to get at least the one. Nope. That one's too small. Oh, there's a good one right there. Okay. So I'm working with 21 gauge. Any smaller, the chain link loses its integrity. And the problem with some of these beautiful beads is They always get drilled with the holes too small because, well, people are threading with threads, generally, not big, bulky wire. Slide in there like a glove. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to get a little bit of that sass and that pow with the rainbow moonstone. That's why I added it. It's for that reason. And it's faceted, so you're going to have a little bit of sparkle, which is that little pizzazz that I was talking about, that sass. You need that bit of sparkle. But like I said, with these pearls have like a greenish sheen to them, almost chartreuse. Absolutely love them. And something about pearls. So, just so, I don't know, just makes me feel happy. These peach ones. Perhaps it's the color, or maybe it's just the combination of all this. I don't know. You're going to get the heart healing though, and you're going to get the energy amplification. And the Malaysian jade, because it's a jade and not a quartz crystal, Malaysian jade helps attract that abundance and prosperity. So that'll be going around the back of your neck. So, how do I see my chats? Yeah, you're right, Carrie. I'm only going to be doing a couple of these peach pearls, but yeah. Yeah, 400-yard unicorns. That's so funny. Yeah, Malaysian jade. It's this one. This is the white stone. Oh, I'll get far. Don't you worry. I'm just trying to plan out my pieces here. Oh, that's too much. You go a little less. There we go. Okay. Okay. That one. Okay. There's that one. So there is that one. Okay. You little buggers. Yeah, see? No good on that one. They're so fragile. Nope, not that one. I just need 4 more. Okay. Just barely too small. So it's like the drill hole is like tapered. So it's like one side is more narrow than the other. And when you're doing a million of these little beads, makes sense why you're just in a hurry to get them drilled. Dang, it's so small. Yay, there's one, 2. I need 2 more. It's like just barely too small. So obnoxious. Seriously. See if I squeeze it just a little bit more, it's going to shatter it. So obnoxious. It's just a smidge too small. Smidge too small. So annoying. Nope. So annoying. Literally just need 2 more. That's a maybe. Such a tight squeeze, though. And the reamer that I have is it's too big. Need a little reamer. Oh, there's one. Okay. Just enough. All right. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So that will work like that. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay. So we're going to get our loop like so. And then we're going to feed this one through like so. So you'll see, Carrie, the chain link won't break on you the way I make these. So they're virtually a bulletproof design. But then you'll just take it and we'll around it. Make sure it's not too tight. Pop that little bead that's so tight. So, and the reason why we do that, so it doesn't catch on your clothes. So we curl that little flat edge that's there. So you can see those are your chain links, like so. So the idea is that came to me is that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 again, following that pointed edge. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the rest of it will be with the this and that. Assuming it might just be the Malaysian date. So I'm finding my supplier that I have with these small beads. The drill holes are not what I'm used to getting, which is annoying. But things change. Okay. So we're going to do 10 inches here. Okay. Take your chain link here. So. That. Boop, boop, boop. Doo, doo. Trim that. And we tuck you in like a little child in a blanket. Squeeze it in. Tickle, tickle. Okay. So there's that. Take that one. It's no, maybe so. Let's try that one. Ooh, that's a fun shaped one. Okay. Boom. So there's that peach pearl. One more moonstone. Okay. Perfect. And then take this, loop it like so. I'm gonna feed this one in. Okay, so now we got that. Trim that off. Tuck that little one in there. So cute. Tickle those in there. Straighten that out. Okay. So as you can see, Carrie, it's going to go off like so. Kind of pairs of the three, and then the three around your necklace. And then we're going to use these ones to adorn the rest of it. So I just want to make sure that the kitchen is open. Yeah. That's why you do this. Oh, that's funny. You would have already quit already. Yeah, so I have to have a vision of where I'm going, the end result. I have to see in my mind how it's going to look in the end before I can get started. So it's like it parallels to life. When you can see the end result, the goal, you can visualize it, you can feel it, you can see it, you can immerse yourself into the end result. It's almost like the journey just begins. So each creation follows that same methodology of how we walk through life. Of just, it's hard to get started, but once we get going, we can't stop. So I have to visualize it beforehand though. So there's premeditation that goes into my creations, and sometimes the premeditation, like, oh, here's this one I made last night, soaking up the sun. So I kept seeing a swirl atop this arrowhead when I was looking at it. I'm like, it was like a Taurus, like a heart almost, but not really, because it's grounding. So that's how I came up with the design, as I kept seeing a swirl on the top of this piece. This is red jasper. So once I visualize like the blueprint, the outline, then I get to fill in the outline, the blueprint, with however I'm feeling. The design, the flow, the rhythm, the pattern. It's all based on numerology. So we just get to going. So we're gonna crank through these now, because I'm pretty certain the green event terrain is going to cooperate with me. Okay. Little niblets of silver. Okay. Alrighty. Dang it. Don't like that this is not cooperating with me. Okay. Yeah. Little seed beads. Just for threading. Okay, good to know. Alright. Ooh, let's check this one. Hematite. Energy rich in iron. Where's my Hermione? Okay. So Hermione, to pair with this necklace, is hematite a good choice? Okay. Nope, that's not that. Is gold sheen obsidian a good choice? No. To confirm again, spinal, is that a good choice? Nope. Okay. Malaysian jade. Alrighty. That's it. Okay. So. Kai. Snap, crackle, pop. Alrighty. So the Malaysian Dade is going to just get some silver. Okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. So peach pearl is now done though. Okay. How does that look? Yeah, let's see. The things we do for our younger generations. Yeah, so we're gonna go with that. I like the look of that silver with the, yeah. Okay, and it is so. That's so funny. Okay, so that is our pattern. Yeah, clear it down with the moonstone. Okay. 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 So there's the transition there. So you got your peach burl to blend all that in, and the Malaysian jade. Yeah, I like the way that is looking. Okay. Actually, I'm at that length that I need. So we're gonna make our little C clip here, or U clip, I should say. And that's gonna clasp the end of your necklace together. So we're gonna take this about in the middle. We're gonna fold it like so. We're gonna crimp this down very gently. Okay, like so. Then we're gonna take this, bend up like that, and then we're gonna go double. So that's the size of our loops. We're gonna go double the size here. And then this folds around like so. So you can see how that's going to start coming together. Then I'm going to take a necklace end here, and then we're going to bend it. A little notch there, like so. Perfect. And we'll get that adjusted once I make my little eyelet here. Okay. So we need about that much of a length there. Okay. We're going to bring this around. Bring that one around. Okay. So you can see the little eyelet there. So I need to wrap that around just a bit more. Okay. Perfect. So now, the longer side, we're going to use the coil. And this one, we are going to bend like so. Feed that one in. And we're going to snip off this little end here. Okay. Tuck that in. So now we are going to take this and twist it around. Just like so. Okay. Just gonna squeeze that in. Okay. Now we're going to bend that. We're going to snip that little nub off there. Straighten this out. Okay. So, as you can see here now, we have created a little clasp. So we're going to take this and curl that one up a little bit more. And again with our double, we're going to squeeze that together. And what this does is it helps lock that in. Like so. Okay. So the idea of this link here, as you can see, so when you have your necklace ends come up with this chain link, it allows you to loop it through, and it stays relatively on there. So the weight of that kind of comes out if you see that. So it makes it easy removal. I've made dozens of these and they seem to work the best. But they're easy to clasp on and they stay put. And they don't, like you really have to yank on them to bend that. But the chain link that I do is very structurally sound, so that this is the weak spot of the necklace. So if, say you got a grandkid that yanks on this and pulls it right off of you, rather than damaging this whole thing, your weak point would be right here on this clasp and it would just pull right off. But it's pretty strong, so you have to really yank on it. So the reason why I had to make this one, because I need to do that for the last link on the necklace. Make sure I got it sized right. So now I have my little clip thing there. Okay. So now we're going to get my next section of wire. Okay. Straighten this out. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay. Okay. Snip this one off there. Tuck that one in. Like so. Then my pattern. There's two of these. One Malaysian jig. Okay. So there's that bead link. Take this one down, like so. carry, just to confirm, we agreed on a 20-inch necklace. So if you could leave in the chat there what length you would prefer, that would be great. Otherwise, we're going to stick with 20-inch, which is a good length because this pendant is about 3 inches long. So we're going to trim this off here. Crimp this little guy down. Ta-da! Okay. So there's my chain link there. It's looking great. So let's take the next piece. Get going on this one. Okay. Now we are going to coil that. Okay. 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 Tuck all that in there. Perfect. Fine. Get my other pliers. Okay. And we're gonna loop that one through. So there's that chain link there. So this is all, even these beads are sterling silver. The difference is my wire is oxidized slightly because they don't keep it sealed, whereas these beads are in a sealed container. So that's why they look a little bit different. Once I polish these up, you'll see that they blend together. Okay, so we should be getting close. So we're gonna go 20 inches. So we are at about 7.5. It's probably about 3 more links on that, because these links are about 1 inch a piece. So yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, a little less. Those are 1 inch. Yeah, so 3 more of those should do her. And then we gotta do the other side, and then fasten it to the necklace or the pendant. Okay. Sweet. 3 more links. Okay. So let's go ahead and make adjustment here. Okay. So we're gonna make my little loopy there. And we're gonna fasten that together. Okay. Okay. 3 times until it's like snug with the beads. Okay. Like so. Snip that part off because I don't need it. Then we tuck it down in. Okay. Perfect. So as you can see, this is your wire wrap chain link necklace. It's coming together pretty good. And that is going, we'll fasten it together with this pendant here. Super cool. So she's going to get that flash and pizzazz of the labradorite. And it's going to be blended with a necklace with peach pearl, rainbow moonstone, and Malaysian jade. Super cool. The rainbow moonstone is with the peach pearl. Oh, sad day. So sad when my coffee's gone. Been up for a few hours though. Okay, so now what I need is more of this wire. Should probably do that this week. Buy some more silver. Let me ask my pendulum. Keeps telling me it's not the right time to buy. Hermione, is this week a good time to buy silver? Is next week a good week to buy silver? No. Will the month of March be a good time to buy silver? Telling me no. Is April a good month to buy silver? Okay. So in April, is the price of silver going to come down? Okay, well, I'm going to work with what I got until April. Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to be limited on silver chain link necklaces until April. And that's okay. Got tons of copper to work with, so I can still do customs. It has to be in copper. Which copper is, personally, it's one of my favorites to work with. I absolutely love working with copper. Okay, so there's that chain link. So I'm going to revisit my pendulum reading in April, probably the 1st of April, to determine what time is going to, or what day is going to be a good day based on the market for silver. Been learning that in economics, especially with the stock market, it follows astrology. It's very interesting. So if the controllers can manipulate economics based on astrology, why can't I? So I just asked my oversoul, my higher self, and it is responding through my pendulum, Hermione, that can foresee the cosmic of everything. So, you want to call it the Akashic or whatever, the Library of Universal Knowledge. So, when I make investments, I trust in the divine and the guidance on that to make sure that I'm doing my investments correctly. And while we're in the 3D mindset, urges us to, we got to do it right now. We got to go for it right now. Now's the time. You know, with consumerism, it kind of falls hand in hand that maybe now is not the right time, perhaps. Being patient and waiting for the right time. But that's the other thing of the being patient and waiting, is that you have to be prepared for when it's there. The second the door opens, you got to be running. So when you're investing, you prepare yourself for the opportune time, and the universe will provide. So putting that theory to the test this year, because I want to get into a house, and my goal, because my lease is up in June, so my goal is to earn enough. Well, my affirmation is I want to earn $30,000 by June, which is the last month of my lease. I think it's possible. It's enough time. 3 or 4 months, make $30,000. I think it's possible. So I'm going to do it. But I do need to make my investment into some more silverware, because I'm not going to be able to do these customs without it. These custom necklaces, at least the sterling silver ones. Tons of square wire though, and tons of wire to work with. God, I bought way so much that 21 gauge square. What was I thinking? I love the texture of this square wire. But that wire is so difficult to work with because it's square. It looks so pretty the way it catches the light though. Okay. So I got that one there. This should be 3, which means we are right at, or close to, our 10-inch marker. So this through. Okay. Like that. Let me verify that. Yeah, pretty dang close to 10 inches there. Cool. Okay. So we're going to finish this one up. Let's see. These ones. Okay. So now we are perfect. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. Exactly 10 inches. Dang. It's a good guess. Okay, so that's one side. Now we gotta do the other. Yeah, look at the way these peach pearls and the rainbow moonstone, if I can get it to sheen. You see that glint that's in there. So pretty. And when the sun pops on those, so good. Okay. So we are going to need to make this many links, the Malaysian jade. We need to link these two together to fasten it to the pendant. And then I've got this little clip. It's going to go at the very end. And then this necklace will be done. And that will conclude my live stream video creation. Okay. So let's get to wrapping. So we're going to take that one in, take that one off, put it around. Take that. Like so. Okay. Get that little tail off there. Then loop that one on there like so. Okay. Now wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Seriously. Okay. So there's that one. Now we are going to loop it. Smoking a pancake, bong and a blintz, flapjack and a cigarette, cigar and a waffle. Well, there's no pleasing you, Mr. Powers. Oh man, that's just not right. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So we need to do 3, 6, 8. 8 more links. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna twist those ones around. Snip that end off. Okay. Okay. This one. That's rose quartz. How did you get in there, little sneaky? It's you, little rose quartz. Little sneakies. Okay. Dudes. Dude, what does mine say? Sweet. What does mine say? Dude. What does mine say? Sweet. What does mine say? Dude. Classic movies. Stupid funny. What does mine say? Sweet. Girls are the pups. Oh, you're funny. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, maybe got one more necklace in that spool there. Alrighty. Okay. See all that oxidation coming off. uh, and coming to awareness that silver, surprisingly enough, the soft metals are good. It's kind of good for you. So when you have this oxidation here, it gets absorbed into the hands. Anyway, the same goes for the copper. Makes me wonder if working with these soft metals is helping me heal my hands. It's like copper has this ability to help with connective tissue and joint stimulation. So it like helps grow your joints, helps stimulate that in the body, helps assist in the blood flow and mitochondrial function of the cells. So copper's got a lot of great benefits metaphysically. Now silver, being also a soft metal, it's really brittle too. So oftentimes, like your sterling silver, I believe it's got a smidge of tin in it to give it its strength. Because so it's pliable. It's, to get pure silver, it's going to be kind of brittle. So there's always a little bit of an alloy for sterling silver. And the wire that I try to keep on hand is the 0.998 to 0.999%. So it's as close to the pure as you can get. Use little stinker. Okay. I wonder if working with these wires and their connections play a part in my hands and how quickly they recover and able to do more. I'm really curious if this patina that I got on my fingers is playing a part. But I think I'll have to do a deep meditation to get an answer for that one. Because not only do I like, having yes or no questions answered, I also like to understand the reasoning and the whys to maximize what I'm doing when I do what I'm doing. If that makes any sense. Sure, it has something to do. Sure, it has some benefit. Not like the steel and the carbon steel that I was working at. This shit made me feel grungy and gross and stained my clothes and just that dust of high carbon steel. It's just low vibe. Low vibe. Okay, 4 more links. And then we are done. Okay. Got ahead of myself there. Had to loop this one through. Okay. My phone is charging. Yay. Okay, so there's the ant one. Cool. So pretty. So pretty. Okay. 3 more links. Take this one down and around. Crank this one out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Bend. Okay. Boom. Okay. Um, I don't. I'm gonna have to look on the pearl. Aside the pearl, yes, it can be, but I gotta find out on the pearl because the thing I caution that I like to caution sometimes is with your soft rocks like opal, um, that are really sensitive to heat and water. Selenite is another one. Cat's eye is another one. Um, there are some that you shouldn't do it with heat because of the you'll lose its luster. And pearl is another one. I mean, opal's another one. That's there's different kind of care that for handling with those. But most of your crystals, it's totally fine because the bath it lasts only like 5 minutes. So it's not like we're soaking it for hours. Where we just put it in, let it do its thing, take it out. Like it's like 5 minutes is all you need for that. So most stones will be fine because of that. Only be in a couple minutes. But I'll find out on the pearl. I gotta confide in my AI about that. Find some information about it. Do's and don'ts with pearl. That's a good question. So I'll have to do some research on it. I can ask my pendulum also, but I like to find understanding as to why. Pearls are fine with like the mineral bath, but I don't know about the heat. That's my only thing. Because obviously pearls are formed with some kind of minerals. Where's my pendulum? Hermione. All right. The baking soda, hot water, and aluminum, or the peach pearl's safe for that. Okay, so that one should be fine. Is the rainbow obsidian or rainbow moonstone safe for that? Is Malaysian jade safe for that? Is green aventurine safe for that method? Is labradorite safe for that method? Is orange quartz safe for that method? Okay, well, there you have it. So, like I said, it's five. It's about 5 minutes is all you need to do with that alkaline bath. That you're going to put it in there, pour it in, let it do its thing for about 5 minutes, and all it does is it helps neutralize the oxidation and brighten your silver. The real shine that comes from sterling silver is the polishing. Um, Polishing it, you can use different rubbing compounds if you want the super high shine. However, I don't like putting chemicals with my stones. That's my only thing. But most jewelers they use a rubbing compound, perfectly safe. But metaphysically, probably shouldn't be putting chemicals on your stones. I don't think they like it. But you can achieve a high gloss shine with sterling silver without a compound. Okay. Bada bing. Bada boom. Forget about it. Okay. So there's that one so far. Okay. So there's my last link for that. We need to make sure we add my clip onto this one. So we are going to do a loop here, loop like that. Then we're going to put this one on this end, like so. And then we're going to attach it like so. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so there's that. Wow, some of these Malaysian jades have rainbow sheens in them. I don't know if you can see that. A little glint in there. That is so cool. A little rainbow prisms in there. So cool. Okay. So there is the last one. Okay. Bada bing. Bada boom. Okay. Might be able to get a link out of that. So we're going to try instead of just throwing it away. Okay. Alrighty. So Carrie, there is your chain link necklace. Very custom. Super pretty. Completely handcrafted by a spool of wire. Now we need to make our link that's going to attach it to here. And I think I'll have enough with this piece. So we're going to try. So with these ones that I do, I don't typically use a bead. Rather, I just use this here. So this is the very last link of our necklace. This is the one that pulls everything together. So we are going to get to curling those ones. So there's that link there. And now is that going to be enough? Yeah, I think that should be enough. A little less. Okay. Like that. Okay. So that should be our last link there. So we are going to feed this through. Okay. Like so. And then we are going to attach the last link here. Like so. So now you can see the necklace coming together. So tentatively, as you can see, that's your necklace. Okay, must have cut out there. My internet just told me I'm live again. Okay, so perfect. Perfect. So now we're going to straighten that one out. Straighten that one out. Increase right there. Boop. So that way it buckles in line. Okay. Like so. Okay. Like so. Okay. Then carry. So when you go and apply, put it on. Basically, you just go in and hook it like so. And you can see your necklace. It clasps just like that. Super beautiful. And the weight of it will help keep that attached there. Now, if you're swinging upside down by your feet kind of thing, it might come undone. But yeah, this is your final piece. And you can see how the peach, as I visioned it, you got your 3 and your 3. super cool. But yeah, that's that. So that is your necklace, Carrie. So now that this is all done, I'll go through and get her all polished up really good for you. But yeah, that should work just fine for you. Super pretty. Yeah. I absolutely love this. Yeah. So pretty. So thank you for watching my creation video today. Appreciate you guys. So beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, once I get to work on these, they don't take me very long. But getting the pattern planned out, making sure all my stuff works apparently, I should be doing that more. I'm trying to get as small a stone bead as I can get for the delicate. But I'm finding that I'm getting too small because my 21 gauge or 20 gauge silver doesn't fit through there. 24 gauge is it's just too pliable. Unless I did hard, but I don't like working with hard. So, but yeah, Carrie, this is yours. You're so welcome. I'm going to read my chat here a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, hard to see. No for pearls or moonstone. Yeah, I'm going to have to look up on that. I do trust Hermione. And again, it's not like it's a long time. Like it's 5 minutes. What I'll do is I'll put an individual pearl in and moonstone in for 5 minutes, hot water, and see what happens. And we'll see. Swing upside down. Yeah. Yeah, that's about the only time these necklaces will come undone on you. So, yeah, Carrie, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Okay, well, we are going to end this video. We're at 2 hours exactly. Thank you so much for watching my show today. I'll probably be on later this afternoon. Well, probably not afternoon, probably about 10 o'clock. I'll probably have another creation live. Not sure what I'm going to create. Whatever feels good. Feeling like some copper, though. I feel like working with copper today. But thank you. If you haven't done it yet, hit your like, hit that subscribe, and go ahead and share this. It'd be super awesome. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching my live show, and we'll see you on my next one. Bye.